Hey everyone, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at some charts and setups and review some older charts and see where we are. I was scanning for some setups and given the market condition, I couldn't find really any solid setups that were just really compelling and interesting. But I did find some that I want to highlight. But let's go ahead and start off with this one here. It's a CRTO or CRTO. This one is a online advertising agency in France. They do click advertising. And if we go ahead and take a look at earnings, here they had 12 cents EPS, 10 cents EPS, 8 cents EPS. And then here we start getting, growth here at 25 cents EPS and 33 cents EPS. So if it continued their EPS growth, this stock can definitely move higher. It's been pulling back here and forming a downtrend channel, and this is the downtrend line, and it's broken out of it on high volume today. So this could possibly head higher. We have a level of resistance here, which is around 43.68. So a safer entry would be a clearing of this resistance and closing above it. Otherwise, you can go ahead and try and be more aggressive and buy off the top of this high at 43.12 of this candle here. If it is slightly below today's closing price, you might want to get as low as you can towards the downtrend line. But this looks like a pretty solid setup here. Looks like it wants to go higher. So that's CRTO. This here is SHAK chart, SHAK. This was a recent IPO, been very volatile and difficult to hold, but you can see that it was forming a ascending triangle and has broken out of it on pretty decent volume and nice price action. So this is ready to go higher. I would do a buy stop 53.91 for this particular stock. This is TASR's chart, TASR. TASR is known for their stun guns, but their new product, police body cams, is pretty hot right now and has fueled the stock to over 100% gains in the last year or so. What we see here is that it gapped down on probably bad earnings here. Yeah, it missed by a penny, but probably some guidance issues. In any case, the stock has repaired itself and now is back into near high territories on this gap up on big volume. So we want to go ahead and watch this stock and look for the breakout into all-time highs. I would put an entry here, an early entry here at 27.53, and if it breaks that, it most likely will head back into try and clear this area here, and if it does, we can see higher prices from there. This here is XRS, TAL Education Group. The last time I did a video on this, I mentioned this breakout point here, and we got the breakout and we are up about 15%. So right here it has formed the cup, and so what we would expect to see right now is two things. It can pull back here, possibly to the 10-day moving average, and we would watch for a break of the handle, and that would be an entry point. Or it can clear this little area of consolidation at 38.51 and continue higher. So hopefully we can see a little bit pullback in the stock and then a breakout of the handle for our next entry. So that's XRS, TAL Education Group. This chart here is Amazon, AMZN, and Amazon chart has been pretty bullish, gapped up on good earnings, and has since been kind of range bound, consolidating in this flat base here, about 6% range. Watching for this to break out of this resistance line here at 386.61. That would be your buy stop, and I think we can have an earnings rally in this stock. So keep an eye on this one as well. This is ULTA Salon Cosmetics and Fragrance chart, ULTA. This one gapped up on earnings and has been consolidating. Watch for a breakout at 155.82, and once it breaks out, we can expect it to head higher. So here is Twitter's chart. This one I've been following pretty closely, so if you want to check out my previous videos on this, it had the breakout of the handle, a consolidation period, and then it head higher. It's right now holding the 10-day line and this nice orderly pullback. I think we can get higher prices from here. Hopefully we can bounce off of the 10-day moving average tomorrow and maybe get another big day up. Going along with that, Facebook, also similar. Facebook has been more in a flat base range since its cup and handle breakout. It's pulled back here a little bit, held up pretty well in the market pullback, had a good range expansion day today, and closed at the midpoint. Would have been nice to close at the top of the day's range on pretty good volume. So I think this one looks like it's going to try and run through earnings. Also, Link D, if you take a look at it, you can maybe buy the breakout of this resistance line here. It's gapped up here, but the resistance line here is around 267.05. So those are the social media stocks to keep an eye on. Some of the solar stocks are continuing to look well. They didn't really move too much in the last rally or so of the market. The rallies haven't really been big, but the stocks have been really consolidating. One that you want to keep an eye on is First Solar. It's got a really nice solid cup here. Came up on big volume on the right side of the cup, and now it's just consolidating. And want to take a look and watch it break out of this consolidation zone, and I think we can get higher from there. The buy stop would be around the 63.07 area. If we take a closer look, we can see that it's really just hanging up on the 10-day here, and so we might get a breakout in the next couple of days. So keep an eye on that particular one. Another one we're looking at is JASO, JASO. Similar pattern. We got a nice cup here, and then a base forming, a flat base forming, and you can see here again it looks like it wants to try and do a breakout. It tried to break out today. Volume was higher, but by the end of the day it closed below. But you can go ahead and enter this if we try again tomorrow to break out here. So the buy point on this would be about 10.15. Another one is TSL. Again, we had a nice cup formation here, a breakout of the handle, and now we have a consolidation just like the other two. Go ahead and take a look at that. Nice solid day up on bigger volume. Stochastics is an oversold area, bouncing off of the support line here. So this could be a good early entry, and hopefully as the other two break out, this will follow along as well. Another one, CSIQ. I've been talking about this one for a while. It also had a cup handle and a breakout here. Didn't go much further than that, probably due to the market condition. It has pulled back here to the retested the breakout line, and then now is ready to go higher. So a lot of solar stocks looking to test breakout points. Vassler Solar, yeah, VSLR, right. Also another stock. This one is a little bit more risky compared to the other ones. It's a newer name, but it had a nice big move here and kind of forming a little cup here, a rounded bottom, and looks like it also is ready to break out. So definitely something to keep an eye on for the solar stocks. This here is Baidu's chart, which I talked about before, and you can see that it's been basing here and consolidating. It's been a lot of choppiness trading. It's got a lot of gaps in this area, and you don't want to really see that. So watch for it to break out here. It's got weakness here. It tried to break out and it has been rejected so far. But definitely keep an eye on this one. This one, once it breaks out, could head higher. The choppiness, you should be cautious and probably keep a closer stop on this guy. But it's trying to break out on bigger volume, but so far hasn't been successful. But definitely keep an eye on it. This is AMBA's chart, Ambarella, AMBA, and this one has been consolidating in the range here. Look for it to break out. AMBA's been a big winner, and the resistance here is around 77.39. So look for a breakout of this line and try and reach the last projected price target around 82.39. This here is Tesla's weekly chart. If you take a look at it, it's been on a pretty extended downtrend on the weekly chart, but last week it broke above the downtrend line on higher than above average volume. So this stock has the potential to continue higher. I would probably, if you haven't gotten in already, maybe wait into the 217.69 area or the break of this week's high, which is 213, to make an entry. Here would be the resistance area, and this would be a weekly chopsticks pattern. We got about a 16% downside. That's normal for a weekly chart. On a daily, you want to be within 10 to 8%, but on the weekly chart, you've got bigger moves due to the longer time frames. So those are some of the setups that I'm looking at. If you like this video, go ahead and click on the like button, and you can also subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video and get notifications when new videos come out. So thanks for watching.